Yeah, so then Megan comes up, everyone's going, Paul, over here, Paul Rudd, over here, Robert, Donnie, they're right here, Natalie, and they're all screaming these huge stars' names, and then I'm like, I'm not fucking walking after these fucking people. Like, no one's gonna want to take a picture of me.
Views podcast best highlights.
You were talking about the next day, and
Yeah.
they were like, what are you guys doing? And David goes, oh, nothing, just getting on the flight. And I was like, no, you have press in the morning. Like, we have a full press day tomorrow.
No, Megan goes, no, not nothing. You have Fallon in the morning.
No.
You have, and then
really?
and then she went off the publicist list, in front of these people. Where I love downplaying shit. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't want to say that in front of people, especially I don't know because I don't want to come off tacky. And it's cute how Megan does it because she's just proud and happy and excited.
Right.
But you know why it's weird from my point of view?
100%.
Yeah.
No, but he's lying.
No, I'm not lying.
I wouldn't cry over that. He was just so cold and mean about it, and we'd had a really long day.
What did he say? Megan, when I'm around other people, don't talk me up like that.
Yeah,
don't do that.
He goes, he pulled me aside. He goes, I hate when you do that. And then, you don't remember this?
No, I do. That sounds right.
No.
I genuinely just do. It's happened multiple times, and I told her.
I hate when you say that.
And I've told her multiple
times. It's always
times.
appropriate. I'm not trying to make you sound cooler, but it was along the lines of it was a scheduling thing. They were asking you what you were doing the next day, and I was like, no, you're not free. We have this, and this.
I know, but there's something so weird when you're
and then you called me out in front of them, and I was all embarrassed.
Oh, I did?
What did you say in
No,
front
I
of them?
didn't call you out in front of them. No, I didn't. Now you're making, no, I told you that in the car
You're
later.
the meanest client ever.
No, you mother.
That's a big thing for David is if you start to appear unhumble, he gets very, very upset.
It just made me uncomfortable because we were just
well, I've never done it again, have I?
I wasn't fucking.
I'm sensitive.
But I was yeah, because it comes off weird, especially in this line of work.
Sure.
If you're a business guy and you have you have that meeting at 8:00, that's fine. But when you're listing you had that interview with E, and then you're doing Access Hollywood at 4, it sounds so fucking weird, and it sounds like you're just bragging in front of people, and I just didn't like that. I don't know. I'm sorry, Megan.
That's the first time you've ever said I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck off. That's not true.
I forgive you, David.
That's not true.
I will unblock your number.
Has he ever said I'm sorry to you, Ella?
I think once he said I'm sorry.
We all get one sorry.
But it's never I'm sorry. It's I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think if you ever said I'm sorry to me.
Hey, hold on. You guys are saying this I owe you guys all apologies.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll say thank you, Megan, and it feels so out of place. I'll be like, are you okay?
Yes!
You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Really?
Yesterday he was like, hey, Jay, you want to come hang out and go to Jack's house and bring him flowers? Jack's our manager. And I was like,
I know, I saw that on
shit,
Instagram.
what's wrong?
Shocked.
Right.
Yeah, when he did.
It was weird that I was bringing flowers to our manager?
Yeah,
I thought that was fucking strange.
I know Jack called me today. He goes, did you see on Instagram? I was shocked. He goes, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, we went to my manager Jack's house the other day, and I brought him flowers, and it was so weird, getting out of the car, because especially when we were vlogging, there's no time to do fucking that. There was no time to stop at somebody's house and give them flowers. It's such a regular person thing to do. That was not part of what we were doing when I was vlogging, and it was so weird that I did it for the first time. I pulled up to his house. I got out. It was sunny. I took a note of how beautiful it was out that day. The cars were whizzing by. I checked how close I was to the curb. I had so much time on my hands, and then I've even fucking opened the trunk. And this to other people, this probably sounds crazy. Yeah, what do you mean you went and delivered something? But when we were vlogging, this was not a normal thing to do. There's no way we're stopping at. I wouldn't take a call from Jack. That was not in our brain space. I did not have time to talk to Jack about whatever he wanted to talk about. Now I was at his house with a bouquet of flowers that I took time to pick out. And I was there standing next to him and going hey, dude, happy birthday. And he was like, why are you here?
Jonah and I were standing there, and Jonah was like, this is so out of place for Dave. I'm like, just let him do it.
I know, even you must have had a day yesterday, because last night we were texting about something, and I was like, I've got your back, David. You're like, you too, Megan, with a ton of exclamation points. Appreciate you. And I literally go, are you okay? And he goes, yes. I go, promise?
Yeah, that was a little strange. But Megan, I'm sorry that I made you cry that day.
Thank you.
Megan, I wanted to ask you, would you ever want to be a publicist for anybody cooler? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
in a perfect world.
Chrissy Teigen.
In a perfect world.
Yeah, Chrissy Teigen is my dream client. Do you actually want to know an answer?
Yeah, in a perfect world, would you rather be hey,
do you want a real story here?
In a perfect world, would you rather be Kevin Hart's publicist or my publicist?
Why can't I be both?
Okay, no, I know, but like I'm
So
I'm
okay,
not
to give you context.
Okay.
So the reason I am in the digital space, this is really cheesy, but in college when I was studying PR, I would watch YouTube like just as my downtime. That was kind of like what I enjoyed, and I'm a little older than you, 2 years, but I just missed that gap where like YouTube was the the entertainment.
Right.
So all my friends were like, "Why do you watch YouTube all the time? Like, what is this?" I didn't watch you, but it was like Jenna Marbles, like that kind of
like
era.
OG YouTube.
Yeah. And then I think it was senior year, and I was a PR major, and I was like, how do I merge these two? Because I was doing like food PR, and there wasn't really entertainment in Boston. And one of my friends was like, well, why don't you try merging, your love for YouTube and PR?
Oh.
So I found a company that did it, and I cold called them, and they hired me as a temp.
Wow. And then how did we get paired up?
I became an assistant there. So I was a temp there for like a month maybe, and then they made me an assistant. And I worked with like a bunch of different influencers and events, and just like kind of got my way in. And then I was working the Streamies. I was their publicist. And you were, top of our list. You guys all were coming. And so I had printed out your name tags, and I was going to walk you guys down the carpet. And I remember I was emailing with Jack, and he was like, hey, so my name's Jack Reed. I'm David's manager. I'm going to be bringing Natalie. She's going to walk the guys down. And I was like, Natalie, like the assistant? I was like, does he not have a publicist? And then you showed up to the Streamies carpet, and I kind of grabbed you, and I was like, I can help you walk down. And so we started doing interviews together down the carpet.
I kind of grabbed you and I threw you in a closet.
I basically kidnapped you that day.
Right.
And then I think after that, I met Jack that night, and I was like, we should work together. And then you had me come over to the house. And the very first time I met you, the second time, I guess, you brought like a flamethrower to answer the door. And I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At what age did you know you wouldn't be a pop star?
Good question. I'm still hoping for that.
That's so
If
interesting.
I could sing, it would happen.
First impression of me, go.
Very charming.
Oh, hell yeah. I thought it was going to be
You know
mean.
that's your first impression.
Yeah, but I thought it was going to be mean.
First
No.
impression of me, go.
Also charming. You were really funny because I think you were
Stinky.
so like. What did you say?
Stinky.
Your feet were stinky. Actually, I just remembered the first time I ever saw your face. Did you have at VidCon one year have a car with your face all over it?
It was Todd's car. Yeah.
Okay, that was the first time I saw. I was like, "Who is this kid?"
So weird.
That is everywhere.
That's so weird. That's how Taylor saw me for the first time.
Stop.
Yeah, Taylor.
That's so weird.
Taylor used to live in the same apartment as Corinna, Todd's ex.
Oh, yeah.
And Todd would park
I know
right.
Corinna.
Yeah, no, but just for people listening.
Oh yeah.
You forget we're doing a podcast.
Sorry, I thought we were just talking.
Todd would park right next to Taylor's car. And
that's
Taylor showed
so
me
funny.
Snapchats where she would Snapchat the car, and she'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh my God, I
yeah,
didn't know
and now, Taylor works here, and now you work with us. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Doing the carpet's bizarre, though. It never feels like I should be there.
I fucking hate doing the carpets.
Like, I don't understand that mindset. Like,
it also sucks. Like when we went to the Endgame premiere, that was like my least favorite carpet.
Ew,
Yeah.
Why?
well, that's tough. You were up against like
Well, because
That's when you saw
the
Natalie
biggest
Portman.
stars.
no, I loved being there,
Oh.
but I hated walking it. Like you made me walk it. Remember?
You made me.
No, you did.
It's a huge deal. Yeah, I made you walk
I know,
it.
but it's like I was right after Paul Rudd and fucking like I think it was Mark Ruffalo.
And tell people what it's like. It's, I don't know, Megan, there's 400 camera people all on
it's overwhelming.
tiers.
And
There's like
It's
camera.
Endgame.
You know what it is?
The biggest
First of
movie
all,
of the year.
it's the big. It was the biggest. It was the biggest Avengers movie ever, and all the superheroes are coming. This is a big deal. It's a very small premiere. Like it's literally. I don't know how we got into the premiere.
You have a
It was
really good
so intimate. It was
publicist.
literally the actors and us. Like I fucking shit you not. And yeah, they're
You're
all
looking at
walking
it.
in. Obviously, all the camera guys are like, Scarlett Johansson, over here. And like everybody knows everybody's fucking name. And like sometimes, well, a lot of times on carpets, like there's a lot of people that come onto the carpets that maybe not every photographer knows. So like publicists will have to hold up signs with the person's name on
it's
it.
actually for spelling.
Oh, it's for spelling?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so then Megan comes up, everyone's going, Paul, over here, Paul Rudd, over here, Robert, Downey, right here, Natalie, and they're all screaming these huge stars' names, and then I'm like, I'm not fucking walking after these fucking people. Like no one's gonna want to take a picture of me. And then Megan goes, you gotta do it. And Megan
Sounds just
what I
like
sound
her.
like.
yeah, that's what Megan sounds like on
No,
the carpet.
David does the meanest impersonation of me.
Yeah.
but
It's like, oh, you gotta do the carpet, David.
There was a bit of confusion when you got on the carpet.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, and then Megan's standing there holding my name, David
Dobrik.
Dobrik.
Completely disappointed. They were like,
No,
okay, we'll shoot this guy. Like maybe he's in the movie.
I know I was
to walk
invited.
the carpet.
I know Megan. I'm telling you, Megan is like I'm a glass half empty kind of guy, and she's like a glass half full, and also I think it kind of looks completely full to me. That's the kind of girl Megan is. Megan's like, I think we have enough here for a couple people. Megan's like a super overly optimistic person where like that's exactly where we differ. And that's why we got into that one fight in New York about like how like she hypes me up too much because I get so uncomfortable by it. And like she's just like, you deserve to be on this carpet. And I'm just like,
to balance you.
And I'm just like, this is so fucking weird. I shouldn't be on this carpet. And like, it's just weird to hear all the cameras go. And then when I step on, it goes.
That is not true.
Click.
That's just not
click.
true.
And then Paul Rudd comes back. He puts his foot in, and it goes. And it's just
lying.
like it just feels. It is true.
No, it's not.
No, it is true.
But I'm sure like even like Paul Rudd probably felt weird that night.
It's
Because
overwhelming.
he's like he thinks everyone wants to talk to Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, but he probably looked at me and he's like, well, at least I'm not that guy.
To be fair.
He looked at me and he's like, at least I'm a fucking superhero. But yeah,
maybe man.
No, I get it. No, but I appreciate Megan for hyping me up, but it's very scary at times.